courtroom that opens onto and works its way back through a series of corridors like a maze that is part of the intake, and that is why we're focusing.
Yeah.
There's
Jeffrey Dahmer. That the man in the striped shirt is the defendant. He is this apparently a part of his decision to, as he put it, tell the whole truth. The man with his back to us there in the light-colored jacket is Gerald Boyle, his chosen attorney. One suspects we might do well now, Mike, in the control room to go pick up the sound in the courtroom and listen for a moment. That man in the center of your screen charged with, at least suspected in, as many as 17 of the most incomprehensibly terrible crimes that the human mind can conceive.
And what we are waiting for now are the actual charges, the information, the criminal complaints that will be presented from the Milwaukee Police Department and the DA's office, and that information will be then translated and formal charges will be filed. Here we go.
The judge now entering the courtroom. That's why they were authorized.
Hearing Circuit Court Class 3rd, Hanford, Milwaukee County is now in session. The Honorable Frank Thomas Pavel presiding. Sound has been committed. Please be seated.
Appearances, please.
If it please the court, E. Michael McCann, District Attorney in Milwaukee County, appearing for the state of Wisconsin, assisted at table for counsel by Assistant District Attorney Carol White and Assistant District Attorney Greg O'Mara. With us is Police Lieutenant Kenneth Moyler.
Afternoon, Your Honor. The defendant, Jeffrey Dahmer, is present in his own person by his attorneys, Gerald P. Boyle, Wendy Patricus, Scott Hansen, and Pat Fricker.
Mr. Dahmer, you're charged with 4 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. If convicted of each of those counts, you face a term of life imprisonment. You're also charged with habitual criminality. That would add an additional 10-year penalty to each count upon conviction. Do you understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
Mr. Boyle, have you been served with a copy of the criminal complaint?
Your Honor, we have. I would like to inform the court that yesterday in this courtroom I indicated to the court that, in my opinion, Mr. Dahmer was competent to understand the proceedings that are taking place in the courtroom, and he is likewise competent this date, so there is no challenge to the competency of Mr. Dahmer at this juncture for those legal purposes. As it relates to the other matters that are done at the initial appearance, I instructed Ms. Patricus to meet with Mr. Dahmer and read to him the criminal complaint which she has, and she has a statement to make relative to that.
Ms. Patricus?
Your Honor, as Mr. Boyle has indicated, I have met with Mr. Dahmer. I have read the criminal complaint to him, and he understands what he is being charged with. With that in mind, I'd indicate to the court that we will be waiving the reading of that criminal complaint. We will not be challenging the sufficiency of that at this time either.
I've read the criminal complaint. I find probable cause for its issuance and for further proceedings thereon. We'll hold a preliminary examination in this case before the preliminary hearing court commissioner on August 22nd at 8:30. On the issue of bail, Mr. McCann?
If it please the court, we had some discussion on this yesterday, and I would request the court to retain the same bail of $1 million. The court now has before it a complaint charging 4 counts of first-degree murder with an additional count of habitual criminality, and the court has already spoken to the extensive penalties that apply under these circumstances. I do further wish to advise the court and ask leave of the court on July 6th, 1991, August 6th, 1991, to file an amended complaint. This investigation is not complete. As the court will recollect from the affidavit that was filed yesterday, there's a mention of 11 skulls. The investigation is not complete. It's continuing by the police, and it is our hope that by August 6th, 1991, we will have completed the investigation and be in a position to file an amended complaint that will contain additional counts of homicide. The police are pressing forward now with that investigation. We're hopeful that by that time we will be able to file the complete complaint. That will give the defense at least 2 weeks prior to the scheduled date for the preliminary hearing to review the amended complaint and to undertake such measures or procedures as they might wish. With that in mind, I would ask the court to retain the bail of $1 million in cash.
Mr. Boyle, any objection to Mr. McCann's request for leave to file an amended complaint by August 6th?
No, that's his right, Your Honor. And furthermore, for the purposes of this hearing, we will waive the 10-day statutory requirement to have a preliminary hearing held in this matter. I have discussed that with Mr. Dahmer, and I told him his legal rights. He understands that he can demand one within 10 days. He will waive the 10-day statutory requirement.
Mr. McCann, you have leave to file an amended complaint by August 6th.
Yes, we will file the amended complaint no later than that date.
Mr. Dahmer, you have a statutory right to have your preliminary examination within 10 days of today's date. Your lawyer informs me that you wish to waive or give up that 10-day limit and have the hearing scheduled on August 22nd. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats against you to get you to waive the 10-day limit?
No, they didn't, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to waive the limit?
No, they didn't.
Have you had enough time to talk to your lawyers about that?
Yes.
I'll accept the waiver, Mr. Boyle. You wish to be heard on the issue of bail, Mr. Boyle?
No argument on the issue, but
$1 million cash bail will remain as set by the court yesterday. Gentlemen, I've been assigned to the trial of this case. Please inform the preliminary hearing magistrate that I wish to arraign in this court following the preliminary examination the week of August 29th. August 26th, I'm sorry. You can arrange a date that week convenient to your calendars. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
That would certainly seem to support the premise that Jeffrey Dahmer intends to absolutely cooperate. They don't object to the charges. They don't object to the time frame. They don't object to the bail. So he is...
And indeed waived his right to a preliminary hearing within 10